Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind. We've got to break through the neo-Marxist brainwash, folks. You know, a lot of people in my personal life who are aware of what I do ask, what's the motivation? Now, obviously, financial independence and making content is a great thing. I mean, it's a great motivating factor. But the main motivation, what started it all, is my extremely deep hatred for communism in all of its forms, whether it's communism light or hardcore full-on communism, whether it's socialism, democratic socialism, cultural Marxism, you name it. I literally just want to dedicate my entire being to the extinction of that ideology. And so today's video, I'm going to continue that effort. I want to use one clip to help me make some of my points. Let me show you guys what's going viral on Twitter. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. All right, folks, so here's a clip that's already gathered nearly 2 million views. This is Hollywood actress Taraji P Henson having an emotional moment during a podcast, or I guess a radio show on Sirius XM.
Are you thinking about it?
I'm just tired of working so hard, being gracious at what I do, getting paid a fraction of the cost. I'm tired of hearing my sisters say the same thing over and over. You get tired. I hear people go, you work a lot. Well, have to. The math ain't mathing. And when you start working a lot, you know, you have a team. Big bills come with what we do. We don't do this alone. The fact that we're up, there's a whole entire team behind us. They have to get paid. So when you hear someone saying, oh, such and such made $10 million, no, that's not, that didn't make it to their account. Know that off the top, Uncle Sam is getting 50%. Right. Okay? So do the math. Now we have 5 million. Your team is getting 30% or whatever your team is off of what you grossed, not after what Uncle Sam took. Now do the math. So I'm only human, and it seems every time I do something and I break another glass ceiling, when it's time to renegotiate, I'm at the bottom again, like I never did what I just did, and I'm just tired. I'm tired.
I get that.
It wears on you, you know? Because what does that mean? What is that telling me?
What is it telling me? Yeah. And what does it tell me? Yeah.
You know? And if I can't fight for them coming up behind me, then what am I doing? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What is the first thing that came to mind? Well, for me, it's pretty simple. I see Hollywood actress, part of the California elite, probably voted for Democrats in every single election cycle. Local elections, state elections, federal elections, Democrat, 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 Democrat. Then you have the audacity to complain about taxes. The government taking 50% off the top. You literally voted for that. In fact, you're the ambassador for that. Anybody working out of Hollywood is an ambassador for big government and high taxes. Now here you are sobbing about just how hard it is. Maybe don't vote for it all the time. Maybe, just maybe, for once in your life, don't fall for the socialist propaganda. The dream of big government daddy taking care of everything. Sugar daddy government funded by Jeff Bezos, taking care of my every whim and every desire. It's a complete fantasy. You know, it's almost as if Democrat-minded people are completely oblivious to basic world history. Anytime any system of big government has been attempted, not only has it failed, but it's failed spectacularly. Just look at Argentina, look at Portugal, look currently what's happening in Canada. The simple fact of the matter is that central planning never works. Putting your trust in this big government machine that's going to run things may work for the first couple years, maybe even a couple decades, but eventually every single one of these systems fails the exact same. There isn't a single world example of central planning leading to long-term prosperity. When you put your trust in big government, all it takes is one person to come along and screw it all up. You're putting all your eggs in one basket, and the moment that system fails, the whole system fails. Rather than an ecosystem of private businesses providing services and creating products, the reality is we don't need government for literally anything. People claim that capitalism is chaotic and so you need government. government. But just look at recent history. The bigger government has grown, the poorer we've gotten. Because the government is involved in every dollar we spend. They regulate the absolute living hell of everything, especially in California. I wonder why housing is so expensive in California. Well, obviously because of how hard it is to develop. The quasi-socialist government of California is involved in every single element of residential construction, from the purchase of the land to the permit approval process, the compliance. They add excessive cost on top of everything, and limitations and restrictions stopping developers from building enough homes to house people. They're in the way of everything. I wonder why housing is so expensive. Not to mention the layering of taxes. I mean, people love to talk about income tax, but it's not just income tax. There's corporate taxes, income taxes, capital gains tax, estate tax, sales tax, gas tax in California. It's taxes upon taxes upon taxes upon taxes. The government is sucking productivity and money flow, cash flow, out of the people's hands and doing absolutely nothing with it, or when they are doing something, doing it at 5% the productivity and quality level. Government is a scam and we don't need it. You know, maybe for the most basic of services, but for the most part, we don't need government in our lives. We don't need government involved in our transactions. We don't need government taxing our properties or taxing our consumption. We need them to stay the hell out of our business so we can conduct business. There's a reason why so many people are fleeing California in droves in the hundreds of thousands, and it's because of exactly this. So maybe stop shilling Democrats. It's because of exactly this, what this woman just described. Maybe, just maybe, stop being a useful idiot for the Socialist Democrat Party. Maybe, just maybe, don't shill the guy who's the current president of the United States, Joe Biden. Mr. We're gonna make the wealthy pay their fair share, as his entire family has a long-term history of being tax cheats and tax frauds. Maybe don't be the world's biggest hypocrite. When Ronald Reagan said this,
I think you all know that I've always felt the 9 most terrifying words in the English language are, I'm from the government and I'm here to help.
Ronald Reagan warned us decades ago, but we didn't heed the warning, we didn't listen. And now in the Western world, we're stuck with governments that are becoming uncontrollably big, especially post-pandemic. If we want to get back to productive and prosperous times, we need to take the Malay approach.
Turismo y deporte, afuera. Ministerio de Cultura, afuera. Ministerio de Ambiente y Desarrollo Sostenible, afuera. Ministerio de las Mujeres y Género y Diversidad, afuera. Ministerio de Obras Públicas, afuera, aunque te resistas. Ministerio de Ciencia y Tecnología e Innovación, afuera. Ministerio de Trabajo, Empleo y Seguridad Social, afuera. Ministerio de Educación, Adoctrinamiento, afuera. Ministerio de Transporte, afuera. Ministerio de Salud, afuera. Ministerio de Desarrollo Social, afuera. Se acabó el curro de la política. ¡Viva la libertad, carajo!
It's time to rip off the Band-Aid. We are headed towards an out-of-control government. We're headed towards full-on frickin' communism. It's time to wake up and understand that that is an existential threat. Anyways, that's pretty much what I got for you guys on this one. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like and possibly subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.